The results confirmed what I feared. He isn't my son. But clarity is a gift, even when it
She
breaks your heart.
messaged saying dinner was getting cold and asked when I would be home. I replied that work ran late and I would explain soon. She sent a quick okay that felt forced and distant. Our daughter messaged separately asking if I was upset. I told her everything was fine and to finish homework. The house camera notification blinked while I was still parked. I ignored it and drove home slowly. Inside, the house felt quiet but tense. My wife avoided my eyes and kept typing on her phone. Our daughter watched both of us carefully from the table. After dinner, my daughter defended her mother without being asked. She said adults make mistakes and should be forgiven quickly. I asked her where that idea came from. She said loyalty mattered more than questions. Her words felt rehearsed and heavy. I excused myself and stepped outside to breathe. My wife followed and asked why I looked hurt. I asked her if she had something to tell me. She said no and accused me of paranoia. The conversation ended without resolution. Days passed with the same strange rhythm. My daughter stayed unusually close to her mother. My wife grew defensive over small questions. Late one night, my daughter texted asking if I loved her. I replied immediately that I always would. She sent a heart and then went silent. That silence pushed me toward answers. I ordered a test quietly and waited. The waiting felt longer than honesty ever should. When the results arrived, my hands stayed steady. The truth stared back without emotion. I reread it slowly until meaning settled. Nothing matched what I believed for years. I sat alone and listened to the house breathe. My wife messaged asking if I wanted tea. I replied that we needed to talk instead. She came into the room already defensive. I asked her directly about our daughter. She froze and then started crying. She said it happened long ago and did not matter. I asked why our daughter defended her so fiercely. She admitted she told her parts of the truth. She said protecting family meant protecting lies. I told her lies fracture families. Our daughter appeared in the doorway shaking. She asked if everything was her fault. I told her none of it was. I showed her the paper without explanation. She read it and went quiet. She whispered that her mother warned this day might come. My wife begged me not to destroy their bond. I said truth already did the damage. I told my daughter she deserved honesty and stability. She asked if she would lose me. I promised I was not going anywhere. My wife asked what I planned to do. I said I would give everyone what belonged to them. I contacted the other man calmly. He answered shocked and silent. I sent him copies and closed the conversation. My daughter watched without understanding consequences yet. I packed essentials for her with care. I told her she could choose where she felt safe. She chose to stay with me for now. My wife cried and called me cruel. I said cruelty is sustained deception. We discussed separation without shouting. Lawyers came later without drama. My daughter began asking questions slowly. I answered without blaming language. Time softened shock, but not truth. My wife sent messages filled with regret. I replied only about parenting matters. The other man requested distance and time. I gave him both without anger. My daughter started trusting mornings again. Laughter returned carefully to the house. I removed photos but kept memories honest. Healing came through routine and openness. Trust rebuilt through consistency, not promises. One evening, my daughter asked if families can change shape. I said they can and still be real. She asked if love always stays. I said love grows when truth leads. We cooked dinner together quietly. The house felt lighter than before. I chose clarity over revenge. My daughter chose honesty over silence. The past stayed acknowledged but not in control. Our story ended with truth and forward steps.